I get my thumbnail right. Welcome back to Secret Base Trainer. This is release day for Storm Emeralda. It is July 31st here in Japan, release day for the long anticipated Mega Rayquaza set. Yeah, hey, what's up, SCA3744? Thanks for stopping by. GM and I were talking about you. We have some cards to send you, but he's I think it's a little bit late here. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate you stopping by. But EM says hi. Thanks for everyone for stopping by. It's a little bit late in his neck of the woods, so he's not going to make it, I don't think. But I've been excited about this. Kind of. It was a kind of a nightmare. It's a Rayquaza set. You know, it's going to be hectic, and I was thinking it would, and it turned out to be. But I got a good thumbnail there for the video. I'll put that up later. But I got, well, let's see. First of all, I did get a couple things. A couple things we're going to open. But I did about an hour longer than I usually do in hunting. It's a Rayquaza set. Going to be in high demand, and I thought, okay, shoot, going to push it later than I want, but might as well try to get some now instead of regretting it later. So that being said, we're not going to do the second camera. We're not going to do the overhead camera. It's just going to be all on this one. And I kind of want to rip through this within 30 minutes because a bunch of other stuff to do today. But that being said, before we get into it, let me give you a little bit of a recap. This is actually our third consecutive Secret Base Trainer live opening for release day. I'm quite excited about that. I know in the States it's a little bit hard to get things on release day, but in Japan, if you're a maniac like me, for better or worse, you can make it happen. So hopefully almost next month in September, we have the 30th celebration. Hopefully we'll be able to do something for that. But for the time being, I went out, hopped on the bike for about 4 or 5 hours this morning. Came away with 59 loose packs. Pretty good, just under 2 boxes. I was kind of thinking I'm going to get 2 boxes, shoot. And then I happened to hop into a convenience store, and I don't know what it was. There was like a whole shopping cart of stuff. The guy behind the counter, young guy, handsome guy, I said, do you have any cards? And he pulled this whole shopping bag over, and he said, just choose which one you want. And I thought, was that okay? I thought there was a 10-pack limit. He just said, yeah, just take this. And so I got a box. I wasn't expecting a box. I got one. Really excited about that. They actually had the starter sets, the Zora, Eevee, and then the Meowscarada, but I didn't want to push my luck. I did 40 total lotteries. Didn't get anything for the starter sets or anything like that, but you know, the starter sets, I'll be able to find them in stores later, so I just thought Storm Emeralda, focus on that. So I got a box, 59 loose packs, and actually it's poetic because of the way that Japan and the Japanese government, the Pokemon Center Online, is setting up releases from now on. If you're not into the My Number system, if you don't have a My Number card, you can't take place in the lotteries. And I'm not big Secret Base Trainer. In general, we don't really trust governments beyond what we're required to. Invasions of privacy, human rights, I'm gonna stay away from that. So, you know, if they want to push those things, I'm not gonna bother in the Pokemon Center lotteries. But it was fitting because I also, of all the lotteries I did, the only one I got a box for was from the Pokemon Center. So hopefully that'll come while we're opening this, the packs, because actually with this unexpected second box, one's gonna stay in the sealed collection and one's gonna get opened. Thanks, GM, for making me have a sealed collection. But I have my handy little scale here. We're actually going to weigh which one. Just, you know, I'm not expecting to get an SAR or an MUR, but we're just going to, just for fun, just for the science of it, we're going to weigh it and see which one is heavier, maybe open the heavier one. Oh, it was a hot day though, man. Yeah, SCA says, yeah, can't wait for the 30th. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. And I don't, remembering the 25th, SCA, were you doing a lot of Pokemon stuff back 5 years ago when the 25th came out? it was rough, but yeah, we're going to do something. Haven't had a lot of lotteries thus far, but yeah, GM, yeah, I'll say, I'll tell him he appreciates that. Thank you. Yeah, the sealed collection is good. It's fun. Tempting to open it, but I'm going to hold on to one, and hopefully that second box comes. We can weigh it and choose which one to open. But for now, we're just going to rip through this super quick, one camera only. Sorry, not as elaborate as I would like the live streams to be. Going forward, we want to do even more, but for now, we'll just do these 59. And I have a couple fun stories to tell you about while we open these. Again, in times past, I think for the previous, the Darkrai set, or this I think I opened about 6 boxes worth. A lot of them was loose packs, granted, but I did get a couple of sealed boxes. But they've really been cracking down on boxes. For example, Lawson, a convenience store, major convenience store in Japan, used to be able to buy boxes, and now it's a strict pack limit. A lot of places I would be able to go in before and get boxes. Toys R Us, for example, you could apply for a lottery and get boxes. You can't. It's only packs. I have a fun story about them. But boxes are, and this is, so people on social media have said this as much, they're quite restrictive now, getting boxes. The secondary market is the resellers, the shops that resell boxes are over the moon about it. But for us collectors, yeah, got to be content with loose packs. And the way, Mega is, with the low pull rates, you're probably just as lucky going without loose packs than buying boxes. But that being said, I'm gonna have fun with this. Not necessarily a Rayquaza fan myself, but I am a Pokemon fan, so I want to get the set completed. See, so again, I have probably the best I've done in the last couple of years as far as not getting spoiled. Kind of out of the corner of my eye, seen the Mega Rayquaza SAR, but nothing else I have seen. So I'm excited. Hopefully, I'll be surprised by some good things. And you gotta realize, I probably went to 35 convenience stores, and these 59 packs are all taken from those different stores. So the odds are low, but there's also the potential from 35 different convenience stores, we could be getting the best hits out of 35 different boxes. So that's kind of another saving grace about, loose packs. All the places I go to have been pretty reliable, and I've gotten good things in the past. I don't think I've gotten a lot of big hits this year. Maybe I got, this year was probably I got my second Mega Gengar SAR, the EX from Mega Dream. But loose packs are fun. So we'll start with one pack, just get our feet wet, and go from there. And actually, one thing that's really cool about this set, the episode 2 of our podcast, if you haven't seen, we're doing a new podcast series on the channel. It's going to be out every Friday in the States, probably around, it depends on where you're on the States, the pack one here. Around noon, I think, on the East Coast, on the West Coast, a little bit later, further east you go. But every Friday, we're going to do a podcast with some drinks, casual talk, talking about the state of competitive news, our collections, a little bit more laid back, less structured than things before, but just consistently every week you can count on from us going forward. And episode 2 will be out probably a little bit less than 24 hours from now. Alex Cook was on standing in for a GM. We were talking about this set. There are these I call them centerfold stadiums. They're 2 stadium cards stacked together. You have to play both at the, you have to have both in your hand and play them at the same time. But they're cool, and they're not actually like the V-Star Union cards, like the 4 cards that you have to have all 4 to play. Those are Pokemon cards, but those were in the same packs. These aren't these stadiums. They're in different packs. So I could end up with only the left side of one of the 3, stadiums. We don't know. But those are pretty cool. Alex Cook, again, he gave his analysis of the set. We'll have that out about 24 hours from now. But here we go. First pack. Storm Emeralda. And, all right, we're good. So, thanks for those of you who are stopping by. I put the word out on X and Instagram right before this. But if you're around and want to chat, have any questions or any comments, we'd love to hear from you. It's always fun. Kind of the one reason GM and I are big into the social media and doing this on YouTube is we already were doing it in our own free time. And we're opening boxes together and shooting the breeze and having fun with it. And I've been doing it for the better part of 30 years now. And so why not enjoy it with other people? So, you know, if you're out there and want to chat or have questions about what I'm opening, let me know. Pack 2. And I think we're going to open this pack. And again, I want to keep it to under 30 minutes because we're, oh, hey, cool. Okay, this is the right side. One of those teams. It's not a special treatment. It's just like a very standard print card, no foil treatment. They're very cool. That's really interesting that there's only, sorry, wow. Look at this. They are together. That is interesting. Alex Cook and I, when we recorded the wow, okay. That's some food for that. Alex Cook and I, when we were talking about this, we were getting conflicting reports. We were hearing that these weren't in the same packs because like the official Pokemon card channel, they were opening them. And I think in their video, they opened the different halves in different packs. Is that a fluke or is that how all of them are? That's quite interesting. But look at that, lines up like that. Very cool. I'm curious about the numbering for these when you put them in a binder, if they'll line up evenly or if, you know, a 9-page binder, they're going to be like this or, you know, off center. Hopefully not. Hopefully I wish Pokemon was a little bit more sensitive about the numbering for cards, you know, for optimal, you know, presentation in 9 pocket pages. Whatever. Okay, but that's cool. I got the first Legendary Stadium completed. That was really cool. And apparently, Alex had said those are good cards. Some of them are pretty competitive. They could be viable as far as the competitive scene goes. So we're going to bump it up to 2 packs per. We'll just slowly increase the packs we're opening at one time. I do want to get through this quickly again. About an hour longer than I'd wanted the hunt this morning. It's fun, but you know, this is a Rayquaza set, and so all the shops I went to, I did notice the things were sold out more quickly than I had expected. Like the place. Ooh, okay, this is going to answer it. Okay, are the stadium cards, Legendary Stadium cards, in the same pack? No. Okay, so the first one was just a fluke. Okay, wow. So we got the left-hand side of the Rayquaza Legend Stadium, and not. Wow, that's really interesting. Okay. That's going to make some for some awkward collecting. Wow, you know, what's really frustrating is all these places, including Pokemon themselves, don't want you to be able to get boxes easily. Why in the world would you not have the stadiums together in the same pack? That's frustrating. Okay, 3 packs at a time now. I think, do you open packs like I do? Don't rip them, just cut into them like this. And if you do, how many packs do you open at one time? I'm quite curious. I'm gonna have to ask when you have a larger sample size later, a larger size to poll. I want to know. I think I got my cards mixed up here. Yeah, these. Okay, this is gonna be a mess. I got a couple stuck there, some stragglers. If you open multiple packs at a time, how many can you open before it starts feeling unwieldy in your hand? I got 3 packs here, and that's kind of a struggle to get them all cleanly out of the pack there. We'll go up to 4 next time. I'm curious, though. I'm seeing all these cards for the first time. I'm not going to focus on them too much just because, again, I spent an hour longer hunting this morning than I wanted to. For Abyss, I was able to get about the same amount of packs and with an hour less of work. But this is a Rayquaza, massively popular. The last month and a half, I've gone to card shops to pick up singles. I've noticed all the Rayquaza cards have bumped in price. Oh, wow, look at this. We're going through the legendary cards. The left-hand side of the Groudon Legendary Stadium. Yeah, okay, interesting. Okay. So technically, we're 2/3. We have 4 of the 6 cards for the Legendary Stadiums. But I think we have 1 of them complete, and the other 2 we just have the left side for. The left side. It's interesting. I think, you know, by the time this is all said and done, I'm surprised how many of those we're pulling. I think we'll have all 3 done, but I gotta admit, I'm disappointed that they don't have even an RR kind of foil treatment. I think those are special enough cards that I would have wanted to have them be given some special attention. You know, maybe in the secret cards, maybe they are. Okay, see, this is what I was saying. 4, it's getting even harder to get them out cleanly. You know, maybe they're secret art legendary stadiums in here. That would be cool. Okay, kind of answering my own question. For me, I'm thinking like 4. We'll go up to 5 next time, and if 5 is too hard to get out, we'll limit it to that. Packs opening at once. This is fun though. I mean, admittedly, yeah, having done this for so long, I still love opening packs, and it's a little bit different on screen because I'm sharing it with you, and you're getting a better view than I am right now. There's also kind of just this relief. I didn't have to fight people. There weren't people being unpleasant. Is that a Shinji Kanda? Yeah, it's a Shinji Kanda. Okay, kind of, you look at it, you just know right off the bat whose art that is. Yogonosuke? Oh, okay. Nishimoto. Okay. Ooh, yeah, okay, well, great. We got the Groudon Stadium completed then. We got the right side there. Nice, okay. We just need the right-hand side of the Rayquaza. Oh, got our first AR. Oh, cool. Okay. And this set has 76 standard cards in the set. I'm gonna guess it's probably like 102. They always have an exorbitant, irrational number of secret cards in the sets now. Yeah, honestly, there's probably might be as many as 105. I can't imagine the set has 110 cards in it. That would be a lot. That's over 30. Ooh, it's pushing 30 secret art cards. I don't know. How many cards are we going to complete from 59 packs in a box, though? Let's see. I think last time I was pretty spot on with the Abyss Eye. I was almost right on the nose as far as how many we're going to complete. I'm going to say we complete all 76 of the basic cards, and I'm going to guess we get to, I don't think we get beyond 85. I'm going to guess we get to 85 total cards for the set. That's going to be my guess. Hey, SCA, sorry, I'm a little bit slow on the comments there. What is the English version of Storm Emerald? That's a good question. I don't know. I believe you guys have Abyss Eye as Pitch Black is the next English set coming out. So I would assume wait a sec, is Pitch Black is already out, so is Storm Emeralda going to be paired with something else? It can't be, because the next thing is the 30th celebration. See, I did check though. Storm Emeralda is in English, it's Delta Rain. That's the English set name. As far as, is it just a direct port of Storm Emeralda? Are there other cards in there as well? I don't know. I would, just because of the timing, I would think maybe that means that that's the only set. But wait. Yeah, maybe it's just that single set. Maybe it's just a 1-for-1 port this time. It's not 2 sets being put together. I don't know. Maybe they're, they might be throwing in like the 3 starter sets, the Eevee, the Meowscarada, the Zoro Arc. Those 3 sets. There might be some promos to go into this Delta Rain set. That might be what it is. Yeah, Pitch Black is already released. I think GM said he couldn't get really any of it. But let's see. All right. Okay, are we good? Okay, yep, yeah. So it's Delta Rain though, and it looks like it's out in November, SCA. So sometime, so everyone overseas will be getting the 30th set before that. Isn't that kind of strange? You guys are gonna look at rice balls. That's cool. Delicious rice balls with your pickled radish there on the side. That's cool. I'm gonna have to check and see what that does. I would love if there's an SR treatment of that. Give me a UR of the rice balls. That'd be cool. That's cool. Who's that artist? Sabateri. Okay, yeah. Some of these, the art I've seen this before. You know who that artist is. Okay, this is the second round. Okay, so this time we are getting, this is the second full copy of this, the Kyogre Legendary Stadium. That time it's paired together. So they're not always paired together, but they can be apparently. Oh, wow, look at this. Okay, number 3. And see, this one is just 1. That's so weird. Okay. looks like they're not guaranteed, but they are conscious. They kind of want people to be able to pull both of them, but it's not guaranteed. And the Poncho Pikachu cap there. The ponchos. Don't get me stressed. Yeah. SCA, did you try to get any pitch black? Are you going to? Are you interested? Look at this. Wow, is this number 3, number 4 for this? Oh my goodness. Wow. Whew. Round 3 of Kyogre. Okay. I think that was that 5 packs we did. I was feeling good about that. Let's do 5 loose packs. Yeah, we'll go 5. I think 6 is pushing it. You get to that many, and it's hard to enjoyably open them. You got to worry about them falling out of your hands. Okay. But yeah, as far as how the hunt was this morning, just like Pokemon Go, like OG Pokemon Go, fun, hopping out, and the thrill of the hunt is part of the fun. Yeah, I just want to have the set complete, but it is fun to hop on your bike, and it's so hot in Japan now. It's almost so hot that even when you're riding and the air is cooling you, it almost doesn't cool you. It's just so hot now. Oh yeah, hey, I see. Yeah, put the full art of the card. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? It's like kind of like the Pokemon Presents. Like every time they have an announcement, it's always hope for the worst. Hope for the best, but expect the worst. All the ideas that you think are good, they're never going to do them. It's unfortunate. SCA, you and I, we should be running the Pokemon Company. We'd probably have better ideas. But I don't know. We're just about halfway through the 59 packs. We've gotten 1 AR. Kind of like for me, because I'm a set collector, I can kind of look, this is round 3. We've completed the Kyogre Legendary Stadium 3 times over now. Wow. Again, no foil treatment. It's just a very basic, standard print card. That's a bummer. Oh, wow. Jeez, what is up with Kyogre? I can't imagine that one is rarer than another. I think it's just the luck of the draw. We're really going through those. And there are a lot of them, man. It's not like it's 3 ARs per box kind of thing. There are a lot of these. We're pulling quite a lot of those stadiums. Wow. Yeah, but this morning I think it was at least 35 convenience stores. Some of them, they're franchises, right? You have Lawson Family Mart. And there are other places like Seiko Mart, Mini Stop. What am I forgetting? 7-Eleven. And their, headquarters, HQ, passes down rules for them how to distribute cards, what times and stuff. But a lot of it is also ultimately the shop owners. Gee, we're not even getting a lot of EXs. This is crazy this time. Not a good luck of the draw. But you'll go to one shop expecting, okay, another Kyogre. Oh, you go to a shop expecting to get this many packs, and it turns out instead of offering you 10, you'll get 1 or 2 or something like that. So it's kind of every time it's fun. Typically, I've done this so much that I know, at least in my area, who's doing what around what times. But I was surprised there were a couple places they switched up. They don't have any cards available now. Come back at 4, come back at 6, come back tomorrow, and then I come back later in the day and they're sold out. Some weird things going on. But one thing was kind of fun. Toys R Us. Up until the previous set of Bisai, you could online. I think you had to spend 1,000 yen or more at a shop, have a card member like the app, and then apply for a lottery. And if you win, you get a box. They remove the shrink wrap, but a box nonetheless. But this time, man, just up until the last week before this release, there was nothing being announced. So I went and asked the staff, and they said, "Yeah, day of, you go in, line up, and you get 3 packs." So I typically avoid Toys R Us unless they have something like this. Toys R Us has a lot of problems with social media. A lot of people, the fights are less intense here in Japan than like the States or elsewhere, but people still do get kind of heated, so I avoid it. But I thought 3 packs, there's a chance people give up and don't even go to Toys R Us, so I went. And this is kind of fun. Kind of cracks me up. It's confirmation bias. A lot of people don't. They focus in on something, and by focusing on something kind of warps your perception of reality. On Japanese social media, particularly X slash Twitter, Beto Chai, if you're a Pokemon card collector, particularly Japanese Pokemon card collector, it's something you should know about, whether or not you like it or disagree with it. Beto Chai is short for Vietnamese Chinese. Vietnam, Chai, China. I don't know why they say Chai, because in Japanese, Chugok is China, but Beto Chai refers to people from those two countries specifically who only line up to get cards to resell. And it's been a big problem. And actually, the Japanese, so much so the Japanese government is trying to crack down on it. Hey, SEA, sending you some doubles. I was thinking about that. I might, if we get a complete set of them, I might send you some legendary stadiums. But it's a big problem, and I would say probably, there may be some people out there who are from one country or other and say, hey, they're collectors. Don't lump us in with that group. And I absolutely agree that you can't know people as a monolith. But it's a major problem, and it's always you just like you can look and see. I have the sense, oh, that person's playing Pokemon Go, because I was a player. It's like a sixth sense. I know what they're doing with their phone right now. This place, this posture, where they are, and you can tell who's a collector and who isn't. I've yet to see someone from, and funny, being in Japan now, I understand. I couldn't have told you before I moved to Japan, but now I know when I can hear Vietnamese. But I went to Toys R Us this morning, man. It was this group, two groups of Vietnamese people in front of me, masks on, hiding their identity, lining up. And what happens is, apparently there isn't a big market in Vietnam so much, but in China, they will pay you for loose packs. And so it's just like a side hustle for a lot of people. But I lined up at Toys R Us, and it was really interesting because there were a bunch of Japanese people. There was crazy looking me here, and these two groups of Vietnamese people. And we're all lined up, and these two groups are in front of me. And the Toys R Us staff calls the other groups aside and says, hey, come stand over in this line, please. And I thought, okay, that's fine. They're just, it's a big group, so they're splitting two people into lines, and they'll process them independently. But I show my app and I say 3 packs, please, and I check out. And after myself and all the Japanese customers have been checked out, then they let the Vietnamese people back into line behind us. They were happy about it, but it's for them, it's not about collecting or opening them, it's reselling them. So it's it was kind of funny. I had never seen that before, and it wasn't anything explicit, nothing in language, but they clearly moved them over and said, wait, when these people are done and checked out and have theirs, then you can buy some. I appreciate that because I don't resell, I don't scalp. I've been collecting for almost 30 years, but I hadn't seen that before. That was quite interesting. And then a different shop, actually, Family Mart, one I will go to. The staff this morning, it was interesting. There was a lady in front of me. Oh, second day out. Oh, look at that. Isn't that a cool one? Maika. That is a cool card. That's almost like a watercolory card. That's pretty. GM called it was it the Slow Bro from Abyss Eye. GM called it. He said that's going to be a pricey card. I'm going to tap into that GM sixth sense and say this might be a popular card. Just something about that art that's really cool. That's cool. I like that one. Wow. I'm not a Maika fan per se, but that's a cool card. Yeah, see, scalpers are always around. Yeah, but it was kind of interesting because I hadn't seen that before. And admitted, like Toys R Us and the people who work in convenience stores, they don't know what's going on with cards. They couldn't tell you anything about it, but they're wising up. Corporate is telling them this: if you see people you suspect to be resellers, deal with them in this way. And actually, in Family Mart, one Family Mart I went to, and I'm friendly with the staff. A Vietnamese lady walked up and she was checking out in front of me, and I couldn't hear what she said specifically, but she wanted Pokemon cards, and the shop staff gave her one, sold her one, and she left. And then I walked up and I said, usually speaking only Japanese, I said, I like Pokemon cards, please. And she said, you want 2? And they had a 2-pack limit, but it was clear that they without being confrontational, they'll just sell them the minimal and then let other people, buy the limit. That was interesting. I hadn't ever seen that before, but I guess that's something that's happening this time around. Before we go on, yeah, SCA, that's a cool card, isn't that blue on that card? SCA, this is interesting too. I don't know if you played a lot of the main series games. And I don't remember. I think this is like Aaron or something in English, but he's like the secret base guy. SCA, this is actually our channel name, Secret Base Trainer. That's a trainer class in the code of English language games. I think from Gen 3, like Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. And this is the guy in the games he's like secret base guy. In Japanese, his name is Giri, but he introduces the concept of secret bases to the players. Hey, if you find holes in trees or caves, you can dig them out, create your own secret base, and buy items to fill out your secret base. This is like the Secret Base Trainer card. So this is really interesting. It has the same colors as our logo, and this is the Secret Base. This is like the official Secret Base Trainer card. That's really cool. Gotta do something with that in the future. Yep. But I think we're approaching halfway through. Yeah, so those are two very interesting stories. I typically avoid like the Akihabaras and Shiburias and the major department stores on release day. It's not fun. Another legendary stadium and half. Okay, but I hear a lot about the horror stories that happen in like the city centers. Fighting and scalpers and things that end up on national news, because Japan is still such a peaceful country that even minor conflicts will make their way to national news. But this is the first time I'd seen anything like policies being enacted in shops I go to. That was interesting. Okay. SCA, we didn't actually name after that character in particular, but he's like the guy who introduces the concept of secret bases. Like, I don't know if when you were a kid you liked to, like, at home, like out of pillows or cardboard boxes or something, like make like your secret hideout. The secret base, that concept is in the Pokemon games from Gen 3. It's the same kind of thing. You can go in, it's just a place you can kind of customize with points and things. You can buy cushions and tables and Pokemon shaped. Ooh, Rotom EX. That's a cool card. Wow. Almost like StarTech 100 style. Interesting. But you can go and buy with in-game currency things to make out your secret base. And he's like the character who kind of introduces the concepts to you. So when we were finalizing the branding, the logo, the naming for the nomenclature for the channel, that was a character we were referencing, because the colors he uses, are that's where we got him from. I think that's our second Fyro EX. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm surprised that was the first card of him we've gotten. Yeah. And so we have just about a stack of, maybe after we open these 5, stack of 20. I really want to run through this pretty quickly. Yeah, nice. It's a little bit after 4 p.m. here in Japan. I think we're going to aim to be done within the next 20 minutes. I love just sitting down when I have the time, opening packs, chatting with people. And going forward, we want to just be able to do that. But we kind of got a bit of a busy schedule today. So I'm going to have to make this a short one. Let's see. Let's put this up here. Let me just rearrange a couple things. Okay, back at it. All right. Yeah, probably 20 or so packs more. Actually, I'm looking over, and I don't want to say I'm relieved, because I'm thinking, oh great, almost done. I want to open more, but I got a whole load of other things to do. Oh, look at that AR. Wow, some good ARs in this set. Rekiburu. That is some cool artwork too. Wow. By Gianti Hidaya. I don't know that artist. That's not a Japanese artist. That's a cool art. Wow, I like that. What's frustrating is sometimes the really cool looking cards aren't really that playable. You're really kind of limited in terms of art that you enjoy, but that is also winnable with. Ooh, okay. Our first SR. Fu and no Shugyo. Okay. I don't know. These are old characters too. Aren't these like Gen 3? This might be Gen 3 characters, the twins. Yeah, okay. First SR. I'm not super excited about that, but haven't got any SARs yet. Nothing like that. Wow, okay. Massive amount of the legendary stadiums. I'm surprised how prevalent those have been. Maybe it's the kind of thing like you get a sealed box in all 3 stadiums. There's a copy of each of them in there. I don't know. Giratina? I didn't know there's a Giratina in there. Cool. Yeah. But, okay. Got a 10-pack from Lawson. Yeah, I really want to leisurely go through them, open packs, and, you know, like with the podcast going forward. Yeah. I say, you mean this? My own card? You mean this one? If you do, yeah, GM and I, we create our own cards. Actually, we both in creating the channel, we were trying to decide what we wanted to do, and you know, trainer cards are always fun. It's a good way to put ourselves kind of into the game. And you know, I love the E series. It's probably my favorite in terms of aesthetics, at least. I love the E series, so I put myself in an E series, a Japanese E series era trainer card. And GM liked, what was it? I think it was XY, the XY era trainers he liked. So I put him in one of those. And some of our favorite Pokemon are in the background. I think like if you go to our social media like X, Instagram, and then like our YouTube banner, you can see the cards a little bit better. Yeah, but I will when I have a little bit more time, I'll show you a larger copy of them. It's a lot of fun to make them. Bit of a hassle. We don't do anything with AI. It's all I don't want to say by hand, but it's all AI, free of AI. But they came out very nice. You know, GM, I think in his, he likes Lucario, he likes Charizard. I think there might be one more in his background. And I'm a Ho-Oh guy first, but also because I spent so much time invested in shiny hunting. Faraway Island Mew on my Japanese copy of Emerald. In my background, I got a shiny Ho and a shiny Mew. My Ribbon Master there. Oh, check it out, Ribbon also. Aiki Blue and Ribbon, both of the kind of the Gen 4 Kanto evolutions, stage 2 evolutions. That's cool. They kind of make a set. That's a cool AR as well. I like the electric one better, I think, but still cool. I think this is the final stadium we need to complete all 3. I think we have all 3 legendary stadiums complete now. So I punched the microphone in excitement. Yeah, that's good. So we're making our way kind of through some things we need for the set. Yeah, another legendary stadium. Oh, half. Okay. But you know, this is a lot of fun, and I'm not going to complain if I don't get the MUR or the Rayquaza SAR. It just means I have to do without or pay through the nose later. I don't want to do either of those. We still need to get the Darkrai MUR and SAR before we do anything else. It'd be nice to get some big things so I don't have to worry about them later. I think what did I estimate? I think I was going to be 85 cards through the set. That was what I was estimating. And I think we have to be just about done with the base 76 cards. And I think I've gotten about 6 SARs/ARs. So we're probably at about 82 cards. We're approaching the 85 I was estimating. Yeah, the legendary stadiums are quite interesting. And Alex Cook, the podcast episode 2 is out tomorrow. If you are interested, check it out. It's really good. I know you don't play the game a lot, but Alex said these stadiums are really good. He said that they could be competitive. I love new mechanics of the game, even though I'm not really playing that much. Alex has said that the competitive can get stale. It kind of is still. Dragon Ball is the main thing, and it has been for a couple of years now. I think it goes out of regulation next year, but it's still the top dog. Another secret base trainer card there. Yeah. the legendary stadiums are cool because it adds a new mechanic to the game. Hopefully they do more than just beyond the set. I'm not getting my hopes up because these stadiums are specifically tied to Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza. But I would love to see additional legendary stadiums added. Super. Okay, so that's another Kyogre one complete. Wow. Can't go down. I love this Pokemon. I would love to get an SAR, like a UR or something like that. How would that cool would that be? Nope. Yeah, just not getting any good hits. I mean, like, yeah, okay, I'm getting some cool cards, but I'm not getting anything. Is a vest? What is like a weight vest? Choki. Special is like a specialty vest. I think it is. Choki specialty vest. I've gotten 2 SRs. At least this one isn't damaged. It doesn't have any scratches or anything like that, so it's binderable. Yeah, that's good. Okay, and it's like, are you trying to insult me, Pokemon? With all these legendary stadiums, I have more legendary stadiums than I do rare cards. Okay. Well, apparently Pokemon wants everyone to get them. Maybe it's the kind of thing where Pokemon is actually trying to push them, into competitive. That would be cool. Because I think the last time we had cards like more than one that could be played at a time on the field was what? Was it V-Star Unions? We had the 4 cards, like you had the Pikachu, Greninja, Mewtwo, Morpeko, Zacian. Only 5 or 6 V-Star Unions, and they never appeared again after that. Hopefully they're going to do more with these. I would love to see them continue to add them. That's a fun kind of mechanic. Yeah. So we've got we're definitely going to make before 4:30. That's good news. We've got about 10, 12 more packs to go after this. Okay. No major hits, 2 SRs in a week. I'll go into a shop and be able to get them for less than $5 a piece. Nice that I don't have to go in and buy them now, but I'd rather be able to go in a second at Ikeburu. Cool. I like that card. Great art. But I'd love to be able to go in and not have to buy the Rayquazas instead of the $5 cards. So it's not great. All right, but here we go. No SARs this time. What Abyss Eye, we got like what, 2 SARs or 3 SARs? Yeah, SCA, thanks. I appreciate it, man. SAR, come on. Last time we did the Abyss Eye, man, I think, didn't we get 2 SARs? Might have been 3. Just nothing this time. Maybe the shop managers are weighing their packs. I don't know. I see something shiny. Okay, got our first Mega Rayquaza EX, just an RR. Cool card, but that's interesting. Okay, and then another legendary stadium. Okay. All right. Okay. So, also, yeah, I think we have exactly 10 packs left. Nice. We'll do 2 sets and then call it. If the second sealed box I got comes from the Pokemon Center, we'll open that. We'll weigh them and see which one is heavier and open that. But if it doesn't come before we finish these 10, we'll save that. Yeah, but man, I did 40 lotteries. And out of 40 lotteries, I only won 1 out of 40. 2.5% of the lotteries I applied for, I won. 1 box from the Pokemon Center. And bittersweet because it's the last time after this set I won't be able to buy from the Pokemon Center again. Because I don't consent to them, taking more of my privacy or my freedoms away. Yeah, that's a bummer. But one lottery out of 40. Wow. Okay. But one shop I do go to, a game shop. Simultaneously, they had the 3 starter sets, Storm Emeralda, and then the Start Deck 100 set. Each of those 5 products were in their own separate lotteries, and I did I did win one start deck 100 over there in the corner. I think it was because I like to weigh them. I haven't opened any of them really. I have over 10 I've gotten from lotteries and just random pickups at convenience stores and things. I have over 10, and it's going to go into a special video later. But I did weigh it out of curiosity. I think it's 110.94 grams. So it's looking like by the data that's available on social media, it looks like it might be just normal cards, no foil, no mirrors or secret cards. But I did get that. That's the only thing, apart from one box from the Pokemon Center. Just really, apparently Mega Rayquaza is it. Does it for people. Okay, so down to our last 10 packs here. Okay, another Groudon, Legendary Stadium. I am shocked how abundant those are. We did a run with Kyogre too, man. We got 3-4 complete sets. Wow. Okay. Yeah, another. Oh, we hadn't had this one. Okay. Mega Goruga EX. Yeah, so I think we've got to be done with the base 76 now, right? The base 76 cards. Have to be done with them now. With that. MC no Moriage. That has to have a SR treatment minimum. Oh, cool. Oh, look at that. Wow. Rabitoros. Wow. This is I think we talked about this on social media. This is only the second time the 4 Forces of Nature cards have been in the same set. I think it's only the second time, if I recall. And Rabitoros, I'm a fairy type guy, and in the games this is a fairy type technically, but with Pokemon unfairly getting rid of the fairy type, it's now psychic. I love that card. That's a cool card. No idea if it's playable. I'm definitely gonna ask Alex next time we talk, because Rabitoros, man, that might be one of my top 10 Pokemon. I love fairy Pokemon, especially in the card game. That's cool. Again, just another AR though. It's not, it's nothing that special. Okay. Oh. Okay. I gotta admit, SCA, probably the highlight of this thus far has been talking to you, having someone else here to watch and kind of to chip in. I appreciate it. Not a lot of good hits. I mean, happy to open Pokemon cards and slowly work towards sets, but what is the street value of the base 76 cards? It can't be 5,000 yen. It's got to be like what, $20-$30. So definitely not getting a lot of hits this time around. Wow. Okay, so that means you can expect us in our podcasts also, in addition to covering news, the state of competitive, collecting updates, the market updates, and just shooting the breeze over drinks on the podcast. We also are going to be opening packs. So yes, I know which set I'm going to have to be getting more of to open on the podcast now. Wow. Yeah, I appreciate you for being here. I say thanks. Ototokage, Uba, Kakureon, Giri, Rimgan, Yakoma, Memos, MC no Moriage, Naruhito Rotom EX, Higano no Shinnai. Yeah, I guess she's typically with Rayquazas in the sets, isn't she? The last time was Sword and Shield, she was as well. Yeah, they're like a duo. Yakuma, Maika. Oh, Gadi. I think I might have seen this somewhere. Okay, I didn't look at any spoilers this time, but I might have been scrolling through. I might have been scrolling through Twitter and seen this card, like a really bad screenshot, or screenshot of a photo of this card. Yeah, that's a cool card though. Another AR. At this point, I probably expect at least one AR to have some value over 1,000 yen. Which AR it's going to be, I don't know. But I've got to admit, this time around, the ARs I've gotten, all have been very good. The art has been good. I've enjoyed seeing all of them. Nice surprises. Third, Payara EX. Finish with another Rayquaza Legendary Stadium. Okay. I don't know. If I were gonna rate this opening, again, we have a box, but I want to hold off. I want to open it, and they were supposed to. I was hoping the box from the Pokemon Center would have been delivered by now. It's not, but I would have hoped for at least one SAR or something. I think you typically with these sets, non-year-end sets or special sets, what you're talking about, 6 SARs, like Inferno X had 6 SARs. I think every set, like Ninja Spinner, Uniki Zero, Abyssai. I would imagine they all have 6 SARs. So yeah, so we didn't get one this time. Probably complete the base 76. We get 5 or 6 ARs. 2 SRs. So we either got 83 or 84. I don't think we got 85 cards down in the set. So that leaves about 20, might be 25 cards we're missing, and they're all secret cards, secret art cards. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to say that's like that opening is like a 6 out of 10. Again, it's not like it's necessarily a direct commentary on the set itself. Like this isn't a good set, but pull rates are just not good. And you know, opening loose packs from 35 different convenience stores, you could get lucky and you get the SAR from the 1 out of 6 box odds out of 10 packs, meaning that it's a 1 in 3 chance you get something from a box, you know, so you get these exceedingly small odds to line up, and you get multiple SARs on a live stream. Maybe that's what happened last time when we did Abyssai. It's just not the norm. This time though, man, 2 SRs, 5, 6, 7 ARs. Yeah, it's a 6 out of 10. I like the set. The Legendary Stadiums are really cool. The Secret Base Trainer card, it's a personal card, so you can't really say it's objectively a good card for the set. Alex has said the Secret Base card is good. But just the fact that things are so hard to get, and we didn't get, you know, luck in our favor this time. 6 out of 10. Yeah. That being said, we opened 59. We got a second box, so one will be opened. One will go into the sealed collection, and you know, if we get something good off stream, I'll let you know. I can't really say it's a bad set. I like the Legendary Stadiums. Heard that they're competitive. There's a card directly related to the Secret Base Trainer lore, to the channel, the aesthetic in it, so it's personally cool. It's a Rayquaza set. There are some good things in there, some really cool ARs. The ARs look great. I think you just got a bad luck of the draw this time. I don't think it's reflective of the set being bad. Mega hasn't been my favorite series just because the pull rates are so low, but it's a fun set. It's good. So we'll wrap up there. We'll probably again do the second box off stream, maybe put into a short or something. We'll see. But thanks for stopping by. SDA specifically appreciate it, man. We'll probably send you another set of the Legendary Stadiums, because we got so many, but we'll wrap up there. Thanks for stopping by, Secret Base Trainer. Episode 2 of the podcast is out tomorrow, and expect some more stuff. GM will be back next Friday for episode 3. And I think we'll stop there. Thanks for stopping by, Secret Base Trainer.